With a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full run, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. What's good?
Yes, cuz. Obviously, big up to the people, big up to everyone that's tuned in, and big up to you once again, and happy birthday to Tilly. Obviously, you had the day off, so yeah, we just got the show going. But yeah, obviously, before we get started, you know what we do, cuz we got to big up, who we're wearing, D-Rock. We're working in association with D-Rock, so we've got the likes of Johnny Nelson, legend, Joseph Parker, potential legend, endorsing the brand. And also we've got our very own Jams endorsing the brand as well. So big up to the people that's supporting them. So just guys, just take advantage of the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off anything that's on the website. Alexander the Great is in the chat yesterday. He's obviously in the chat. He was on the show with us yesterday, so big up to you, saying what's good. Tre, what's up? Biyenge, obviously big up to you, Alexander the Great. I was actually gonna, give you guys a shout out, for doing a tremendous show yesterday. But cuz, before we get into the show, have to big up to the family because they're doing a tremendous work on their end. We've got Abbas. He's at the Pro Grey Catchall presser. So we've got some exclusive interviews that's going to be out on the channel. So guys, make sure you're tuned into that. We obviously did the Across the Way, which is from the US to the UK yesterday. Big up to True Dollar Bill. He's a mastermind behind this. And I've actually got a clip which features someone in the chat as well. So Alexander the Great. So I will play this clip right now.
As we know, those are his two favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? His two favorite fighters. But in a fantasy fight between the Exodus League's two favorite fighters, Tyson Fury and AJ, who you think takes the win?
First, yeah, you might as well start us off, my brother.
All right. I was there. I was part of it. I thought this man was the best heavyweight in the world. And I thought Wilder was the crap too, but that was my American bias. But I went back and forth of this for years, but I eventually came to the light, and I thought that AJ is just a bad style matchup for Fury.
British boxing has been asking for many a year, rather much in some American matchups that have been far too long in happening. This one is no longer, as Trey correctly says, fantasy. I truly believe this fight will happen next year.
I'm not on the fence at all if this fantasy fight ever takes place. I think AJ is going to smoke his boots.
Ooh, so you heard True there, cuz he said AJ's going to smoke his boots. I'm going to ask you that question as well just very soon. I just have to big up Aisha and John from TM14 Promotions. They obviously got the interview out on the channel, so guys, make sure you're tuned in. John's obviously got the big 5v5 event that's happening O2 Indigo. Aisha's obviously going to be there to do the interview part 2 with John. So cuz I'm going to bring that question over to you. It's like a continuation from yesterday. You've got a fantasy fight between AJ and Fury. I know you're an AJ fan, cuz, but just let me know, man, what you saying.
AJ for the knockout, mate.
Oh, what? Straight knockout?
No. It's gonna mid to late rounds. Mid to late rounds, of course.
No, that's fair.
Like I said, look, he's with Ben Davis. Ben Davis used to train Tyson Fury. Ben Davis knows Tyson Fury's weakness. And yeah, I'm going for AJ.
No, that's fair. It's absolutely fair, cuz I was thinking the same thing, just based on what's happened, with Fury. I know a loss doesn't define a person, but you look at AJ's resume, the fights that he's been through, Fury, the trilogy with Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, but there are just a few names there, man. So it's a 50-50 affair. But Cuz, that's all the shout outs done. Let's get down to business. You know what we do, cuz.
Yes. So I'm hearing Manny Pacquiao is scheduled to come back and challenge for a world title, I believe WBC. Personally, I think that's disrespect for all the other opponents. Not being rude yet, but remember he lost to Ugas. So if anything, he should fight Ugas rematch. If he beats Ugas, then maybe just then he should challenge for a world title. But I think it's unfair.
Because when you're a legend, you've just got it's part of the package. You know, if you're retired, you can come back and, you know, do this stuff. I agree with you. I think it's unfair, but at the end of the day, I think he just fancies his chances against Mario Barrios. But I'm a massive Mario Barrios El Azteca fan, and I just think that's just the wrong fight to come back to because he is a warrior. And look, Alexander the Great is obviously saying Manny needs to stay retired, and shame on the WBC and Barrios for entertaining this. Because look, Alexander the Great, he obviously agrees with you.
It will be Barrios' biggest payday.
Yep.
You know, one of them to fight Manny. However, Manny's been inactive for been 4 years?
Yeah, he's been inactive since that Ugas loss, isn't it?
So it's just like there's a huge disadvantage there already. Do you know what I mean? If he was to come back and beat Maris Barrios, boy, I'm going to be questioning myself, boy. But no, I honestly think it's a bit unfair. And not just that, no, I think he should fight Ugas. That's if Ugas is still fighting. I think he should fight Ugas. I thought that if he beats Ugas, then hey, why not challenge Maris Barrios or even challenge Boots Ennis?
Ooh, Boots, yeah. Obviously, you got Boots. That's he's got his fight with Avanesian, I believe. So that's coming up. It's this month. So it's going to be an interesting one because we've got a few fights obviously coming up as well. Catchall versus Prograis. We obviously did the preview on that as well. And big up to Abbas again. He's obviously he's got an interview with one of the fighters, which is coming out on the channel. So guys, make sure you tune into that. And big up to Lucy. Look, Ugas might be retired.
Ooh, all right. Do you know what? To make it fair, right? Pacquiao and Amir Khan, because they're both retired, right? Come on, retire and let's have it. And the winner gets Maris Barrios. It's only fair.
Ooh, no, you know what? Ooh, no, that's a fair point. And big up to Lucy. We appreciate your boxing knowledge, honestly, Lucy, because you always come through, you know, with facts, figures, etc. She's obviously saying, look, let Manny stay fighting in exhibitions against MMA fighters, Muay Thai guys. Don't want to see him, you know, fighting against actual world-class boxers anymore because not you guys, Barrios. Look, he's a champion now, cuz man. Like he's an active champion. He's hungry. He's gonna want to keep onto his belt, hold his belt. So he's not gonna let, you know, Manny Pacquiao come back and cause a madness.
Well, moving on swiftly. Canelo. Canelo. Word on the street, or should I say word in the boxing industry.
El Presidente Saúl
Canelo. Fighting, I believe, is it in September? Belanga or Charlo. This is painful.
Oh, but you knew this, man. You know what? Big up to Abbas as well because he has the same energy, and maybe because we're fans of him, I kind of disrespected him yesterday when I didn't mention him in the top 4, man. So I forgot about him for a second. But Canelo, we know he's gonna get that Benavidez fight next year, Cinco de Mayo, and this is just another preparation for him to have that fight. Just in my opinion. So him choosing these opponents, Belanga or Charlo, is kind of just him just ticking off those other fighters outside of Benavidez. I know it's not going to make everyone happy, man, but
I understand that, but I just don't get the point why Charlo's even in the discussion. He should just fight Belanga.
Oh, maybe his name carries weight, or maybe it's a favor. Or maybe this is the boxing politics that we need to talk about in boxing because these are the things that happen. So maybe Al Heyman's already had this pre-agreement with these guys prior, so they've let Charlo, get his head clear, whatever, and bang, it's just part of the agreement. We don't know what's going on in the back end, cuz man. We don't know what's going on, but Benavidez, he moved on. Canelo has to move on, and those guys hopefully should cross paths Cinco de Mayo 2025, man. And look, Canelo already beat the best Charlo. I know.
We're just saying it's true.
It's true. And big up to Mr. Styles 619 all the way from Canada. Big up to you, my brother. We've somehow, made the show today. But look, let's have it, man.
He's better off fighting Berlanga. And you know what? Yeah, I would love for Berlanga to cause an upset. Oh my goodness. I'm not hating on Canelo, but I would love for Berlanga to cause an upset.
Oh, just man, you want him to lose, man. I can't believe El Presidente Saul. Come on, Mexico. Mr. Mexico, the president of Mexico boxing, Canelo, undisputed champion. Oh, what's going on with his status, actually? I knew there was a little situation there. Is he still going to be undisputed? Let us know.
I'm not too sure.
Oh, look, Alexander the Great saying Canelo needs to not fight Charlo. I do not respect that fight one bit. Either fight Berlanga or another contender. No, which is fair. Look, he's obviously saying, and I don't think Berlanga wins a round. It's just one of them ones, man. It's just one of those things, cuz it's part of the game. It's part of the boxing game, unfortunately. And Lucy's obviously saying the IBF said they wanted him to fight Skull, but as far as I know, they haven't stripped him yet because he's El Presidente. That's why.
Okay.
Either fight, but Benavidez, he can't just squeeze into that spot straight away, man. You can't do that. He just had a fight. Maybe he could, but I don't know. I just can't see it happening. But El Presidente, he's gonna bring a show regardless, man. In that date, man. So whoever it is, pay-per-view or not pay-per-view, he puts bums to seats, cuz, man, and we're gonna see something special as per normal.
Well, the Miracle Man's coming back, Daniel Jacob. I'm not too sure what weight he's campaigning in. I think it's middleweight. Was it super middleweight?
Ooh, all I know, cuz, I'm not even gonna lie to you. What makes this fight interesting is that he's fighting Sugar Shane Mosley's son. Like, that gives it a bit of a, do you know what I mean? It gives it a bit of a juice. They're fighting at 168. Like, absolutely, super middleweight. Everyone's confirming. Also, Pacquiao needs to stay retired and not challenge for the World Cup title. Yeah, we agree with you as well. So it's middleweight, super middleweight. Sugar Shane Mosley's son. Can he get that inner spirit inside him that he has, like his dad, to defeat, the Miracle Man? Because the Miracle Man, if he's anything next to how he used to be, because it's going to be a long night, man. And I feel for Mosley Jr. on this one, man. It's going to be a tough one, man.
Well, Stevenson, he's am I right in saying he's a free agent now?
Shakur Stevenson. No, he's got one more fight. He's got one more fight with Top Rank. And it's obviously coming up this weekend. It's obviously a big one. You got two champions. You've got Keyshawn Davis is back as well. It's a juicy card, cuz I can't even lie to you. It's a beautiful card. And Shakur's obviously going to want to put on a statement. Shakur's obviously done some great feats in boxing. And a lot of people are doubting him. So he wants to kind of hush, some of the doubters. Yeah. Tremendous performance in, of course, man. So if Danny has anything left in the tank, he'll beat Mosley Jr. like he's saying it as well. And Mosley Jr. been on a little roll, but Jacobs hasn't fought in like 2 years. So, look, Mosley Jr. wins. Look, this is interesting. And I think Tre's right, and Shakur stays with Bob. Look, we spoke about it on the pod yesterday across the way. We obviously said that what's going to happen. And let me put that question over to you, cuz after this fight, should he win, retain his title, do you see him sticking with Bob?
I don't know. He could probably follow Crawford's footsteps. If anything, right? Do you know who I would like Shakur to be signed to? Boxer.
Ooh, Ben Shalom.
Yeah.
Ben Shalom. Ben.
Because we're guaranteed to see, because Ben Shalom will make sure we can see these fights happen. Either being, well, not necessarily here, but in America, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I can't even lie to you. Look, Jacob's experience will be too much for Mosey Jr., which is true. We agree. I think Shakur is staying as well, top rank. Yep. This is what I'm saying. I know he could go in the free agent route, man, but at the end of the day, Bob is Bob. Bob might just sit him down and say to him, look, I'll give you a bigger contract. I'll make you the face of Top Rank, and I'll deliver you Lomachenko or the Tank fight, because I also want to get into that pay-per-view money as well. So I kind of want to stick with you. So I could imagine, Bob just keeping him, Tank's obviously with Al Heyman, and we could see, potential fight between the two, man, in the future, hopefully. And I don't think Ben will offer that kind of bag. Which is fair. Look, Alexander the Great is obviously saying the best, man. It's fair. It's a fair point, cuz, man. Honestly,
Worth a try. You just never know. This is boxing. Anything can happen. You never know, because I can't see Eddie Hearn signing him. Well, I can actually. I can see Eddie Hearn signing him. I don't think PBC would do it, because obviously they've got Tank. Do you know what I mean? Tank's their number one guy. I suppose, yeah, Eddie Hearn or Golden Boy.
No, Golden Boy or Oscar De La Hoya. I don't see the relationship between them two, man. Honestly, I don't really see it. Look, the only face Shakur could be is the face of the original Mattress Factory and Sleep. Oh my days! You know why he's saying that? He's saying that because Shakur, in his past sort of performances, has not been really exciting. He's kind of just got the job done, which, for certain fans, they're not going to like it. But look, he's getting the job done and he's getting that win.
But his last performance, correct me if I'm wrong, he had a shoulder injury.
Yeah, which is why he had to perform in that manner.
But at the same time, what's his name? Lopez, his performance ain't exactly been great, has it?
But it was a tough fight, cuz, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. That fight, with Claggett, obviously big up to Claggett from Canada. We've obviously got a Canadian on here as well. He must have been proud. He just put on a good performance, cuz, man. And it was a respectable one as well. But Shakur definitely needs to put on a performance so that, he could either put on a bigger value in this offer from Bob, or, another promotional company might just come in and swoop him up, man. So I do believe that this is his last one.
What if he loses?
Oh, so if he loses, then the ball's in Bob's court. Bob can just be like, look, I'll stick by you, man, but just take this minimum, yeah? I was going to give you this if you won with Lomachenko, but you got to rebuild. Look.
You be serious? No, but if he loses, surely he'll probably have a rematch, and then from there they can probably discuss more figures.
Yeah,
if he wins a rematch. Think about it. If he loses this week, if not this weekend, is he fighting this weekend?
It's this weekend, because it's the big.
KO loses, I'm sure there's a rematch there.
Yeah, I think for these kind of fights, you wouldn't put a rematch clause, cuz, man. For these kind of fights, you wouldn't.
If Bob wanted to, he could be like, look, come on, you beat my man, you beat the champ. Come on, let's run it back again. I'll give you more money.
If one of his arms fell off on the in the ring, he's still going to win. Look, it's just Shakur needs to pull any progress at least. So yeah, it's true. He needs to drop a guy. I do agree. He's not going to lose, and because this is just absolutely crazy. I can't even lie to you. I just want to see what happens. If he wins, we've got to have the big fights, cuz, man. We've got to have the big fights. But for me, something's telling me that they're gonna try drag this Shakur versus Tank as long as possible. So it builds it up like the Spence Crawford, like the undisputed in heavyweight, because this could be the next big Mayweather versus Pacquiao, because both guys are tremendously talented, man.
I think the only way that fight can happen is if what's his name? Saudi gets involved. I think that's the only way that fight can happen. Because at the moment, with promoters, obviously, Turkey Al Sheikh is working with all of these promoters. They're all out under the same umbrella, working with each other, should I say. So if he gets involved, that's the only way the fight will happen. But it could possibly take place in Saudi, or it can take place in America. But I can't. They're just with promoters. They're just gonna long it out until somebody gets an L on their record, and then they make that fight happen. It's just it's pointless, man. I'm not even entertaining it. It's pointless. But we've got a big fight this weekend as well here in the UK. Fisher and Babbage Savage.
Ooh, cuz what you saying? What you saying? You talk to me about that, man.
You know what? Like, I see Fisher more seasoned. I see him winning the fight. I don't think it'll be an easy fight. He's going for the knockout, but it could. I don't know. It could go to distance. I don't know, because Savage, obviously, look, he wasn't actually a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Wants and fighting heavyweight. So
he's come back to heavyweight then, because wasn't he heavyweight?
Yeah. It was heavyweight, but then he went down to
Ridgeweight.
That's it. Yeah. So all right. On paper, Fisher should win, but I'll be shocked if Savage beats him. No disrespect to Savage, it's just like, because
I'm going for Savage, man. I can't even lie, man. Just out of respect, man. We've had him on another channel. We've seen the energy he brings, man, and I like his energy, cause I can't lie, man. I want him to put in a performance, man, and get a win. Grind it out. I think it's going to be one of those fights where he has to dig deep, grind it out. But look, everyone's going for Fisher, which is fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Fisher is the favorite for the fight, but I'm in a breakout star in the UK as well. Look, big up to Johnny Fisher, man. Yeah, he sells tickets, like you said.
Yeah.
And doesn't Alexander as well. So I don't look. So obviously Alexander the Great is just saying he doesn't rate him as much as well. But cause this is why it makes this fight juicy and interesting, because you've got people from the States, going for Babbage potentially. Fisher, we're gonna back him. So
Babbage, my only concern is the defense ain't that great. He's just gonna go and swing. When he swings, he's not even watching where his bang's going. He's swinging, and he's gonna tire out. And I think Fisher, the whole game plan is gonna be smart. The same way with let's just say AJ and Daniel Dubois. I can see Daniel. I think the game plan will be for Daniel to be explosive, to attack AJ, let AJ find the back foot. But I see Daniel after 3rd or 4th round there tiring down. Do you know what I mean? And then, hey, we'll see. But yeah, I just think that the whole game plan for Savage, I don't know. Look, I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong, I could be wrong. But how I can just vision it, it's just like he's gonna run to him and start throwing bombs, and he's gonna gas out. He's gonna get caught. If he doesn't get knocked out, it could be a TKO stop where referees just jumping like, no, he's tired and he's getting all these bangs. Do you know what I mean? But hey, we shall see.
No, we shall see, man. And obviously, big up to the community. Thank you just for getting involved in the chat. We obviously do these shows just for you, so you can just get involved in the discussion. So Alexander the Great is obviously saying, because Fisher is the name, and if he can't beat a poor defensive small heavyweight, then how can you beat a solid one? Yeah, which is it's a fair point. Exactly so. Yeah, Alex's point. It doesn't stop him. I'm loving the chat. Honestly, you see, Rosowski, which is this is a good point here. Guys, stop Babbage inside a round, which is it's
having said that, right? I want you guys honest opinion, right, on this question I'm going to ask.
Give us an honest one, guys.
Coley vs Wilder. and who wins and how?
Guys, get involved, get involved, get involved in the chat. So the source, Lawrence Okoli versus Deontay, the Bronze Bomber,
At
Wilder
Bridgeweight.
at Bridgeweight. Also, Fisher stops inside 5 rounds. Woo! Damn. Yeah, let's have it. Let's have it, guys. Let's have it. Let's have it, people. Obviously, it's tough. What would that be at Bridgeweight or catchweight between heavyweight and Bridgeweight?
Well, my understanding is at Bridgeweight and it's for the WBC belt. So people say, this is mad, you know. People are saying this is crazy. This is actually crazy.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Get involved in the chat. So Alexander the Great is saying I got Wilder stopping Okoli, which is I believe him as well. I definitely think that Wilder does stop Okoli because he's the smaller guy, man. He's the smaller guy naturally and more experienced. But it just depends. He could be catching Wilder in the decline. So you just never know. Look, decision for Okoli. Oh, Lucy's obviously saying Wilder technically fights at Bridgeweight all the time. So this is naturally his weight, technically. So look, decision, Okoli, Mr. Styles 619. Guys, I'm gonna go for Wilder, man. I think Wilder stops Okoli, man. Late rounds, in my opinion. Wilder's definitely not the fighter he used to be. I agree. But would he gain confidence knowing that he's actually going to be fighting people that's around the same size as him? So maybe he's had that mental, loss after loss after loss. He's probably thinking, yo, I might have to start fighting with people at our weight.
The thing is, for Wilder to fight Okoli at Bridgeweight, they must be paying him a decent amount of money for him to come to entertain that. Because I know if there was an opportunity for him to fight AJ, he'll jump on it. But I believe if he was to beat Okoli, I think the next fight that I could see him fighting will probably be Dillian White. And who knows, after that, maybe we could see AJ and Wilder. I don't know.
I don't want to see him, man. Like, he doesn't want to have AJ right now, man. Especially when AJ's like this. When he's fierce, focused, he looks ready, man. That's why this fight here is going to be absolutely beautiful, cuz, man. I can't wait for it, man. Honestly, I can't wait. The card looks absolutely tremendous as well. And God bless Usyk as well. We have to just,
Do you know what? Just to touch
Usyk,
on that subject, Usyk had to vacate the belt. When he says it's a gift, So put it this way, I remember watching something. Somebody said this, if Usyk was to beat Fury, he will vacate the belts. There's no way he will challenge. He'll fight the likes of AJ or Johnny the Bar again because he's been undisputed and he wants that reign for a long, long time. There's no way. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like the pressure is on Fury basically and AJ for them to both deliver. Because if not, dude, the belts are going left, right, center.
You know what? Call me crazy, cuz, man, but I think regardless of what happens in both their fights, these two are going to get it on, man. You saw what His Excellency said. It will happen.
Interesting, just deep. It'll be interesting just to see another undisputed heavyweight fight after, let's say, after a year. That would be amazing. Do you know what I mean?
That would be a dream. That would be a dream, but can we see that dream actually coming to life? We don't know, man. So Usyk will retire after he beats Fury, and look, Alexander the Great, he's on the same wavelength because that's exactly what I think as well. Even this fight with Fury, I just it's pointless to me, man. But he obviously is contracted. He has to make his money, which is fair. So just big up to the obviously the community now for just getting involved. If he beats Fury again, I don't see a lot left for him, at least not at heavyweight. So he might want to come down to cruiserweight, man. But for me, Usyk has nothing left to prove in the sport, man. Even this fight is actually just a bonus, man. I think this is just a, extra bit of change, to put in his pocket because he's achieved the big one, man. He's got the belt at home. He made Vladimir Klitschko proud, man. He got his revenge, and look, became undisputed, man. So, a lot of people, even just before we obviously wrap up, because we're obviously coming up to that point. I did see something just the other day. In fact, Johnny Nelson just doesn't think he makes it to the fight, man. Like, what's your thoughts about that, man?
Doesn't think who makes it to the fight?
Fury. He doesn't.
If anything, Fury's been out in U6. I think U6. I think he's got a film, or he's got a film with Dwayne Johnson. I don't know, or he's participating in a film or something like that.
Pick up to you.
Look. Money talks, right? Unfortunately, in this industry, money talks, and he's gonna go for it. Like, regardless the outcome, yeah. Like, look, I still want to see Fury and AJ. Do you know what I mean? It will be interesting, right? Just saying, it'll be interesting just to see both Brits, right? Both champions, and it's for undisputed. Do you know what I mean? That will just be, wow. That would be amazing. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. The man is an Olympic gold medalist,
but yeah,
two-time undisputed world champion in 2 weight classes. Like, look, that's crazy record. Beat AJ twice, beats Fury twice. We're putting out that energy, cuz honestly, look, I'm also saying the same as well. I think Usyk beats him in a better fashion. Because he's been in a ring with him now. He's kind of, as Fury said himself, he said, he's saying that pretty much, I know the mistakes that I made, but Usyk's also going to know the mistakes that he made as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's that time. Again, look, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. We're growing, and we'll next be here on Sunday. Have a lovely, productive week.
Oh, wait! Just before you go, we gotta let people know what's obviously happening. So Thursday, tomorrow, R&R. It's obviously not going to be with Rico. But Ra's obviously going to have another guest, so we're going to make sure we replace the R with another R potentially. And Friday, obviously, the Hard Talk is back. I know, cuz that's the show that you love. It's going to be back this Friday, so I'm obviously going to be looking forward to that because it's going to be co-hosted with, Jams. So that's obviously going to be good. So he's going to have Mr. Neutral, new alias, aka Jim Watt. He's going to be joined by Jams as well. But cuz, wrap us up anyway, and big up to you, big up to everyone involved in the chat as well.
I love all the shows. It's just the hardcore talk. It reminds me of late night WWE, or WWF, should I say, back in the days. But guys, look, thank you again for your continued support. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're growing. You guys are growing with us, and there's more to come. Have a lovely, productive week. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now with your bag it up. I talk my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me.